Hey guys, I hope that I am live right now. If you are able to listen to me properly, as well as there is no issues with the audio or the video, please do let me know. Hello, Naveen. The attendance for yesterday has been taken. Almost 360 people have already filled up the attendance. If you don't know where the attendance link is, that means that I'm very sure, almost 100% sure, that you hadn't attended yesterday's class. That can be the only reason why you don't know where the attendance link is. Audible and visible. That's great. We'll wait for 5 to 10 more minutes so that everyone is able to join us. In the meanwhile, if you guys have any questions, then I will be happy to answer them. Hey guys, I hope that I am audible right now. If you guys have any questions, put it up in the live chat. I will try my best to answer them properly. Okay. I'm waiting. We'll be waiting for 5 to 10 more minutes so that everyone is able to join us. What are we going to learn today? So today we are going to start off with AI, machine learning, deep learning, computer vision, NLP. What are these different things? What are the meanings? What some examples? So some theoretical stuff so that you are able to understand this entire portion of computer science. Okay, that is the aim of today's class, as well as what are the different fields and the positions that are available in various companies. So we'll be discussing that. Okay. RK, as this is a boot camp, I would rather spend my time like explaining you the theoretical stuff. Okay, if you have any questions related to the data science program, you can personally message me on either Instagram or LinkedIn. I will help you out. Okay. When will you schedule the previous project session of the previous bootcamp? Grimsoul, it will take some time on my behalf. I'm not able to get enough time for the same because in the morning I have my office, and then in the evening I'm doing all these kind of stuff. So it is taking a lot of time on my behalf. As soon as I've completed with the same, okay, I will be premiering it. It will take time for the Netflix project. It won't be completed for the next 2 to 3 days. Okay. Okay. Today will be a theoretical class. Yes. Today we are not going to have any kind of practical. It will be mostly theoretical itself. What is the role of Python in our bootcamp? Right now, nothing. But if there will be any role of Python in our bootcamp, I will definitely teach it. Okay. Yesterday's attendance. Thallam, like I've said again, this is the second time I'm telling you. If you don't know yesterday's attendance, that means you haven't attended the class itself. Almost 365 students have already filled up the attendance form for yesterday, so there's no issues. You will have to attend the entire session to know where the attendance link is. Okay. Uh, what about Netflix clone? Naveed, I have already told that it is taking some time on my behalf. I'm not able to get enough time to make the Netflix clone. So please be patient. I'm trying my best to allot like 15 to 20 minutes on a daily basis to complete it. So it will take time. Okay. Is this project good enough to crack internship as second year? No, not at all. These projects I consider, see, for many, it may be like your final year's project as well. Okay, you can submit this as your final year's project. But if you are asking me as my personal opinion, I consider that an internship grade project is, for example, in full stack, if I'm going, should be an entirely developed full stack application in Stack deployed on AWS and orchestrated using DevOps and Kubernetes, Ansible, Jenkins, and CI/CD. That I consider as a full-on project for an internship grade project. As far as data science go, a good report is what I consider to be a good project for internship. So you must be familiarizing yourself with Excel, Power BI, Tableau, then doing the same thing using Python and data analytical process. Data wrangling should be there. Okay, data cleaning, pre-processing should be there. then you should be going with modeling. At least 2 to 3 different types of machine learning models and deep learning models should be used, showing the comparison between the models, which prove to be better, and at the end the results, and then a final report that you should be able to make. So that is the project that I will consider as like a good internship grade project. Okay. Tell them if you have, see, I won't be debating upon it. If you have listened the entire class, you know where the attendance link is. So I won't be debating about it further on. Okay, bro, what is it? No, what is today's topic? So today we are going to discuss, it would be a theoretical class for today. Okay, we will be discussing mostly on topics of AI, machine learning, deep learning, how are they related to each other, what it actually means. Okay, so most of the people use AI, machine learning, deep learning as one term itself, so that's not true. They consider AI to be something of like a Terminator sort of thing. That is also false. Okay, so there are various different aspects of this that I want to get it cleared out. Okay, will these videos be there in this channel after the end of the bootcamp as well? Yes, Milton, it would be there. You don't have to worry about it. Attendance link always works. There's never a time when the attendance link is not working. 365 students have already filled up the attendance, so it works completely fine. Please, Sinha, I have sent you a request on LinkedIn a couple of days ago. I would have accepted the request, like I accepted all the requests today morning itself. I think so. I have accepted all the requests. If not, like just send me once again. I will surely accept it. If I'm good at one language with DSA, will that be helpful for me to apply to MNCs? I'm starting to learn DSA in Python. No. Don't learn DSA in Python. Okay, first of all, go further with either C++ or Java. Now, if you are asking for my personal opinion, my personal preference is with C++. But yes, Java is also something that you can go further with for DSA and both CP, that is competitive programming. Okay, today's attendance, sir, attend the class, you will get to know. Best way to learn DSA is by practice. The more that you practice in DSA and competitive programming, the better you will be able to get at it. Okay, can I do your project? I don't know more than you taught. Can I solve that? Yes, these bootcamps are made in such a way that whatever I am teaching, that is more than sufficient to do the project, and we will be doing the project as well. The project that we'll be doing in the 3 months DevTown workshop is sufficient for internship or placements. Yes, we have made sure. So all the training and internships we have made in partnership with various companies that are hiring through us, that are Google, Microsoft, Samsung, and other companies as well. So we have made sure that the entire program is like catered to getting you into these companies. Okay, sir, they have already said that Python plus DSA is not a good one. You can go with C or C. Okay, no, don't go with C. Okay, now C and C++ is totally different. C is obsolete, only will be taught in your colleges. It has no practical purposes whatsoever. None of the companies will be asking you questions in C. Learning C and DSA in C is absolutely shit. Do not do that. Okay, C++ or Java, these are the 2 languages that you should move further with. Sir, is today's link already posted before 9 p.m? I am confused. Just attend the class, you will get to know about the attendance link. I have a confidence over DSA with C++. Can it be enough to crack internship? Okay, so first of all, it's crack, not crap. Internship in 2 years, or should I start DSA with Java too? No. Do it only in one language. DSA and C++ is more than sufficient. Now what you have to focus upon is CP, competitive programming. Go with platforms like let's say CodeChef, okay, Codeforces. If you are excellent, don't go with HackerEarth. Like HackerEarth, HackerRank, some people are saying that I'm 5-star in HackerEarth, I'm 5-star in HackerRank. That means that you know programming. Okay, that's the most basic, like that's like 10th standard level that I consider. Don't show me that. Show me Codeforces. If you are excellent, then you will show me Codeforces. If you are like between better and excellent, then you would show me Codeforces. Okay, sorry, CodeChef. Yeah, Codeforces is the best platform, the hardest platform, very hard to get into it. If you are just starting out with computer programming, go with Code Chef. Okay, give the lunch time, dinner time, all these kind of competitions, you will get better at it. Okay. uh, okay, Java or Python, which is better for learning in second year? See, for DSA, go with Java. For development, go with Python. Don't do both of the things at the same point of time. Make your preferences. Okay, if you want to start with DSA, go with Java. If you want to start with development, go with Python. And that too, if you want to go into data science, then go with Python. If you want to go into full stack, start with JavaScript. Okay, and Java and JavaScript have nothing in common. I've already told you guys. Okay. When will the Netflix bootcamp continue? See, I'm not getting enough time. Like right now as well, I just came from office and then I'm having these bootcamps. So I'm not getting a single hour to spend on the making the Netflix clone first of all. But I'm trying my best. Okay, it will take some time on my behalf, but it will be completed. Don't worry about the same. Maybe on some Sunday and Saturday or something like that, I will take some time and complete it. Okay. If we complete C++ perfectly, are there chances to get a job after diploma? No. Learning a language is something that is considered to be the most primitive thing. Okay, that is considered key, like he must be knowing that. Okay, on top of it, you would have to build skills. So C++ and DSA these are the most minimalistic requirements, and then you would have to have some good projects under your belt, either in data science or in full stack. Okay. LeetCode is also a great platform to practice. I practiced from LeetCode itself. My personal preference was LeetCode, but LeetCode is mostly oriented towards like DSA. It won't give you the competitive feeling of like doing two coding questions in 3 hours or like two coding questions in 1 hour. That kind of competitive feeling you will be only able to get on platforms like CodeChef and Code Forces. Okay. What about Geek for Geeks? Again, not a good platform to do competitive programming. Interview Bit, a great platform to start off with, like doing some medium level questions. Okay, but my suggestion would be, if you are just beginners, start off with LeetCode and then move on to CodeChef and Code Forces. These platforms have a very good profile management system as well. Okay. Can a fresher, okay, as a fresher, can I apply as a data science in any company? I will be discussing that today. Okay, don't worry about the same. If we learn JavaScript, what are the jobs that we can do in the future? Just learning JavaScript won't help you. You will have to fixate on like either game development or going into, my choice would be full stack as a MERN stack developer, and then going into AWS and DevOps as well. I'm guaranteeing that the Netflix clone will be completed anyhow. Just I need some time from my side. I'm not able to get enough time. Okay. Bro, in the market, more top companies like GFG in the market, then why we need to take in DevTown? What is the benefit? Okay, good question. I don't know. Uh, like I said, we don't charge anything. Like whatever we are charging. So see, have you heard about Scalar Academy? If somebody has heard about Scalar Academy, please write it down in the live chat. Like I have heard about it or something like that. Uh, Please let me know. Yeah. So Scalar Academy, see, when you go with a platform like GFG or even some other platforms as well, which you have heard about. If you haven't heard about Scalar, you must have heard about GFG. The issues with these platform is that there is a lack of mentorship. Like, okay, you are learning at the end of the day, but the curriculum is very old. Like they will just teach you MERN stack for like 3,000, 4,000 rupees, and that too is just a recording itself. When I was in college, I found that to just learn from a recording without any proper guidance from the person, it is a very tedious task to have the motivation and to like keep on asking doubts to just like a community of students and taking time to get the answers back. I didn't felt as if like I was learning anything. Like I just purchased the course and then after one or two modules, I was like, hey, shit, man, I don't want to do this anymore. When I like graduated from college, like I came to know about Scalar Academy. They had an amazing program. They taught web development in depth. They taught data science in depth. I was amazed by the quality of teachers. Like the teachers who are teaching me is from Microsoft, Google, and big companies. I was like, dude, like it's amazing. Like my cousin brother needs to do a particular course. I will suggest him to do this. And then I looked at the pricing. The pricing was 2.5 lakh rupees. uh, I was like, okay, then like if I'm paying this much amount of money, then surely a particular person from Microsoft or Google will be teaching me every single day. Then I looked into the finer print of the course and I came to know that I will be only able to interact with people from these companies once a month. The rest of the program would be done live, but by a particular person who is just working at Scalar with no background. I was like, yeah, this is just not right. Like, this shouldn't be happening to the students itself. There should be a particular platform where I'm able to learn from people from Google, okay, who are teaching me on a daily basis. And if I'm doing well, then they are recommending me to their HRs and I'm getting placed from there itself directly. And I don't want to spend like 2.5 lakh rupees on a particular course. Like it should be that, okay, I understand a particular person if from Google won't be teaching me for free. I understand that, but it should be the case that whatever are the charges for that instructor, that should be the only thing that I should be paying, nothing extra. And with that concept in mind, we started off with DevTown. He, like I said, we are a non-profit organization. What we do is we have our very detailed curriculum in data structures and algorithms, computer programming, data science, and full stack web development that includes cloud computing as well as DevOps. So once we did that, we contacted different mentors from like HP, Porsche, Google, Microsoft, Samsung, Oracle, and many other companies as well. Amazon. We invited these instructors, we trained them, and then we started off with the training. And we ensured that these are the actual instructors who will be teaching you on a daily basis live on Zoom. That is the difference between us and the other companies. They will be charging you on the basis of profits. We are charging you on the basis of the instructor itself. So that's the thing. Uh, so Java, we will be releasing C++ and Java for free. That has been developed by a particular person from Philips and Cisco, if I'm not wrong, on 25th or 26th of March on YouTube for free. So if you want to learn, and that would be a very detailed course, okay, from beginning to the most advanced level in both the languages. If you want, you can learn from there as well. You don't have to pay anything for a Udemy course or something like that. Why to waste money? What about Tailwind CSS? So many people ask me this question that should we go further with Tailwind CSS or Bootstrap CSS? My opinion is you should learn both of them, okay, because Bootstrap CSS has many concepts that you will be using and implementing in Tailwind CSS. So first you should learn Bootstrap CSS, but in practice you should be using Tailwind CSS. It is much more faster and much more like you can design better looking websites using Tailwind CSS. That is my opinion, okay. For cloud computing, which programming language should we learn? You can directly start off with cloud computing, but yes, JavaScript would be important there. Cloud computing में career बनाना चाहता हूँ, please ये बताओ किसी वीडियो में. I will surely have a video on that as well. Okay. Yes, in all our programs we have placements as well. You can look at our placement statistics. Like last month we got 8 students, 7 or 8 students placed in Microsoft, in Google, or Samsung, Oracle. So what we do is there are two ways of getting placed. If you're doing well in the program itself, the instructor will refer you directly to the companies, and from there you will get placed. So most of our students get placed like that. And the second way is we invite different companies to come and hire from us in our placement drive, and 30 or 40% of the students get placed through that as well. Okay. Moon stack, don't go with mean stack. That is my suggestion to you. Many more internships and job opportunities are available in Moon stack. That's why. How to apply for internship in third year off campus? By searching for it. Okay, if you don't have any hold of a particular person, there you don't have any referrals, then just search for it on Google. You will be able to apply. Okay. In your program, some students have cracked GSOC. Yes, we have some instructors as well. We conducted some workshops on GSOC. Many of our students have cracked GSOC actually. It's relatively easier. See, anything is easy if you have the right person to guide you through the same. If I am a particular person who has cracked GSOC for 2 times, then it would be easier for me to guide you through the most easiest path to use to crack GSOC. And that's the thing that we have inculcated in our program. Okay, so let's get started with our today's class. Okay, I've wasted a lot of time. I didn't want it to waste. So yeah, now my throat is also paining. Let's get started. First, let me open up the live chat on my phone so that I'm able to see what you guys are writing. Give me a second, guys. Okay, so I have opened up the live chat on don't go with hacker rank for CP. If you're going with hacker rank, you're making a fool of yourself, doing the most easiest stuff and thinking that you have achieved something in life. Okay, if something is easy, that means that you haven't done anything. Remember that. It needs to be tough to make you understand that yes, you have achieved something. Okay, so let's get started, guys. First of all, let me know, what do you understand by AI? AI or artificial intelligence? Can someone let me know, what do you mean by artificial intelligence? What is your, do not Google it. Okay, just like if you hear the word artificial intelligence, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? Write it down in the live chat. Do not think about it. If you're thinking about it, if you're searching on the internet and giving me the answer, I will know, because like it's very easy to understand. Okay. Okay, copy of humans. Okay, machine mimicking humans. It reduces humans. So first two answers that I got was related to Terminator or Chitti, for those who are familiar with the robot movie. Okay, something to be done by automation, uh, visualization. Okay, technology to control, to do things, virtual brain, decision power of a machine. Okay, sorry to change every time, even in YouTube, man. Making machines intelligent. Okay, artificial intelligence means machines having intelligence on their own. Robotics, automation, software, self-working machines. So mostly it's like you are thinking about Jarvis, a machine that can take its own decisions. This is what, or replicating human behavior is what you guys are thinking about artificial intelligence. You're actually not wrong. Okay, I will say that you're not wrong, because this is how artificial intelligence started. What you are saying is the definition of artificial intelligence back in 1950s. Okay, that is the definition that you are currently using. Okay, what you are saying right now, to mimic a human, to like have its very own decision making power, is what the aim of artificial intelligence was back in 1950s. It started off, okay, so we call ourselves as Homo sapiens. Okay, um, that means intelligent animals. Okay, that basically means intelligent animals, and we consider ourselves to be the pinnacle, that is the topmost hierarchy of intelligence that exists. The researchers all around the world at 1900s and 1950s thought that this entire complicated human structure that is intelligent, a god has created it. We can be gods. We can create this intelligence mimicking what we are doing, okay, backtracking it to create an artificial being that is also intelligent. It is also able to make its very own decision. So, yes, artificial intelligence started out from what you guys are thinking about, like Terminators and Chitties. But that today in 2022 is completely false. Right now, Artificial intelligence is nothing else but just a branch of science. Nothing else, just a branch of science. Just like you are having your physics or chemistry or maths and so on and so forth. Artificial intelligence now has become just a branch of computer science or even science in general as well, which uses the information that we have gained from various different sources, whether it be mathematics, whether it be statistics, probability. Okay, these are the two things: stats, probability. Okay, then you are using your number theory, then you are using your game theory. Those who don't know, game theory is a particular concept from economics. You're having your neurology, that is from biology. Okay, and there are various different aspects, different algorithms that you are basically using to create something that is able to mimic an decision making power. It's not actually intelligent. Please try to remember that. You cannot create anything that is actually intelligent. What you are able to create is you are giving some input to a particular algorithm, a mathematical formula that you have created that is able to give you a particular output. That is artificial intelligence, guys. It's nothing else but a mathematical formula, mathematical algorithm that you have created, which take in some inputs and give you an output. That's it. So it uses statistics, it uses probability, it uses number theory, game theory, neurology, and many more different topics. Okay, so it's not actually intelligence, it tries to mimic the intelligence itself. It is not able to make its very own decisions. It's basically able to do this, that okay, if there is like it's humid today and it is getting hot today, then the probability of raining is 70%. So I will come to a decision that it is going to rain today. I used some information, processed it, took out a probability, and made a prediction on the basis of that. This is not a decision making power, it's just using probability. We are able to mimic that this particular algorithm is able to make a decision on its own. But actually, it's taking in inputs, processing it, and just giving you an output. It's not actually intelligent. Okay, are you guys able to understand? Yes, min-max algorithms, BFS, DFS are also algorithms, just algorithms that come under AI. So that's great, Neha, that you know about min-max algorithm. It's really amazing to know that students actually know that. I wanted to have an entire class on it of using min-max theory to actually solve like an cross x and zero like game itself using AI. Like you can play with an AI and that AI will beat you for 99% of the time. Okay, or else we can go with chess as well, but that would be a very big game to make. I wanted to make something very small that uses min-max to beat you at every single point of time. So we can go with checkers as well, but many people don't know how to play checkers. But like, yeah, it's a really amazing algorithm to use at any point of time. Okay, so I don't want to. Yeah, A star algorithm is also something that you can go with. Okay, that is also a great idea. So let's get started with the second aspect of the same. So artificial intelligence, AI, okay, is a field just like physics. Okay, you are having physics as a field. Now in physics you are having various different subfields. Okay, you are having your mechanics. Okay, you are having your nuclear, you are having your electrical, and so on and so forth. Okay, so you are having various different fields, subfields in physics. Similarly, and each of them have various different uses, various different applications, but some of it is also like if you are designing a nuclear silo, it won't be possible without electricity and without mechanical stuff. at the end of the day. So it will always, like, all these different fields will overlap with each other as well, but they are existing as different fields. Okay, similarly in case of, okay, let me just use this to read it. Okay, similarly in the case of AI as well, okay, you are having various different fields. Let us try to put these fields up. So you are having your machine learning, okay, you are having your computer vision, you are having your NLP, okay, you are having your let's say probabilistic determination, okay, and many more. Like, there are various different fields in AI, okay, if you are Gaussian methods and all this kind of stuff. So there will be a lot many number of like classifications that you can do for AI. Now MBALA, supervised, unsupervised, semi-supervised, supervised learning is one of the classifications for machine learning and not AI, and that is also on the basis of the training that the algorithm is going through. So there are various different classifications on the basis of various different things of machine learning as well, like this batch and single threaded classifications. So I'm not going in that depth, but yeah. So for example, in machine learning as well, you are having, like, in machine learning usually you will be learning like 18 algos. Okay, there are 18 different algorithms in machine learning. One of those algorithms is deep learning. So deep learning is a subpart of machine learning. Okay, deep learning is a subpart of machine learning. Now let us try to understand what we have understood what AI is. Let us try to understand what machine learning is. Okay, the ability to give machine, okay, the ability of giving a machine the ability to learn. Okay, the giving a machine the ability to learn is basically called as machine learning. Now that is a very, like, vague sir, like, we also know that we also can read machine learning, but what is the use, what is the purpose, how to use it, what is the question? Okay, we need to try to understand that. Now what happens is, how do you learn? Let's try to first analyze that. What you do is, you buy a guidebook. You buy a guidebook, you are having a question and then answer, question and then answer, question and the answer. You go through the entire guidebook, you learn the question, answer, question, answer, question, answer. Now in the exam paper itself, in the exam paper you are given one question and then you have to write the correct answer. Okay, now whatever you have learned in this guidebook, you will be using that knowledge that you have created to answer this question. Okay, am I right or wrong? Whatever knowledge that you have created by learning through this guidebook, you'll be using that to answer during the test. Am I right or wrong, guys? Please let me know. Right, amazing. So this is the exact stuff that happens for machine learning as well. You provided some data, you provided some data points. Okay, so for example, if A happens, then B will happen. If B happens, then C will happen. If D happens, then E would happen, and so on and so forth. You provide some data to it. Okay, so if it was very humid, okay, and it was very hot, then it rained. If it was less humid and it was very hot, then it didn't rain. If it was very humid and very cold, then it snowed. Okay, and so on and so forth. So you are providing data to the algorithm itself. The algorithm will then process this data. The algorithm will then process this data, and then you will take its test, that okay, if today's temperature was 73 degrees Celsius and today's like humidity was this much bars or something like that, then what would be the today's weather be like? So you will the algorithm will predict that it will rain today. Okay, so that is what machine learning is. You provide it some data, it learns from the data, it uses the knowledge that it has created to make predictions about future data or past data as well. Are you able to understand the concept of machine learning? Please let me know. Okay, now let us move to computer vision. Okay, as you're able to clearly see from the name itself directly, computer vision is the ability to give ability given to the computer to see its environment. That is basically computer vision. Okay, where you will be using machine learning, let's first try to understand that. Machine learning is usually used for making your uh, Netflix recommendation system, Amazon recommendation system, your let's say, um, so these algorithms basically can be used. So like what I'm saying is this is the algorithm. Okay, now here the data was this particular sheet. I can feed the data as a particular image. Okay, I can feed the data as a particular image. That becomes computer vision. Okay, I'm just changing the data. So application becomes immense. This is the algorithm itself, how the algorithm is working. Okay. Now if I'm changing the data, the algorithm remains the same. The only thing is now it becomes in the field of computer vision. If I'm changing the data again, now this is time, it's sound. Okay, it's your sound wave. That is like you are saying, hey Siri, or you're saying okay Google or something like that, and you're talking with your phone. In that particular case it will become NLP, natural language processing, giving the ability to a particular computer to be able to understand your natural language, that is the English that you are speaking, that is NLP. So if you are giving sound or text to be able to understand by the algorithm, it becomes NLP. Okay, and so on and so forth. Now it can, so computer vision can be used in like and see, it is not necessary for the computer to have vision just via images, the normal images that you are familiar with. You can use lidar, you can use lidar, you can use various different sensors, IR sensors or something like that. Okay, you can use that to understand the environment. See, it's not necessary that you can use sonar to understand your environment as well. Okay, it's just the ability for a particular device to be able to recognize its environment. Okay, that is computer vision. Okay, so you can have like phones that you are having to be able to, so Google image, Google lens. Okay, so Google lens. Okay, you are having Tesla cars. Okay, you are having your various different kinds of manufacturing units, so they are able to identify some flaws in their products by just clicking pictures on the same and then removing it from the production line. Okay, so all these basically are removing humans and replacing them by machines. So this is a nice thing, because although yes, some jobs are being lost, but these products need to be made, they need to be maintained, so more jobs are also created. Now skilled jobs, when they are created, the same person is going to be paid more to be able to maintain that machine, to be able to provide software updates to that machine, to be able to build that software. So these are high paying white collar jobs. Okay, so BMW does not provide automatic driving, it provides automatic parking assist that it provides. Okay, so yes, you can think about that as well. Okay, then NLP, as I've already told you guys, natural language processing, the ability of a particular computer to be able to understand your natural language. Okay, so that is the basic thing. Are you guys able to understand up till here? Please let me know. You guys have any questions up till here? Please let me know so that I'm able to solve those questions. If you guys have any questions up till here, please let me know so that I'm able to solve that. Okay, now deep learning. Coming to deep learning, it's a sub part of machine learning. Okay, deep learning is so powerful that it is being used in computer vision, NLP, machine learning, and various different fields as well. Okay, so it's like very highly used. Why is that the case? So it was found in 1950s, but because at that particular point of time the computational power, so your phone, the supercomputers at that particular point of time were less powerful than the phone that you're currently using. Okay, so due to the less amount of computational power available in the society, even though deep learning was found, it was never put into practical use because it wasn't practical at that particular point of time itself, because it used a lot of computational power. So, but in 2000s, when the computational power started increasing, you got graphic cards and all these kind of stuff. Deep learning again picked up pace into development. right now all these Google Lens, all these Tesla cars, Netflix recommendation system, Amazon recommendation system are built somewhere using deep learning. Even the Google search algorithm also uses deep learning at the end of the day. Now what is deep learning? Okay, to be able to understand deep learning we need to understand some part. uh, so what deep learning basically says is that so deep learning was found on the basis of how your human brain works. So you are having a neuron. Okay, I'm just drawing a neuron right now. Like, pardon my drawing, I'm not that good at it. Okay, this is how your neuron looks like. Okay, I'm just drawing something. Yeah, if I'm correct, like this is how a neuron looks like. Okay, so what happens is you get electrical signals from other neurons. Okay, these are the inputs that you are getting. Okay, these inputs are then processed in the nucleus of the neuron itself. Okay, then that electrical signal is then transported, whatever the result of computation is. So whatever computation of the inputs has been done in the nucleus, it then gets transported through the dendrites to other neurons. Okay, and this is how you are able to get that, okay, like a decision of reflexing your muscles or like doing something. So all this basically happens through neurons, and in your brain itself there are billions of neurons that are continuously firing electrical signals, exchanging messages with each other. And these are nothing. So electrical signals are nothing but ones and zeros. Okay, these are nothing but ones and zeros that are being exchanged in your brain, and you are able to, like, that basically makes you intelligent at the end of the day. There's nothing else but the brain that makes you intelligent, and the brain is nothing but neurons. So the researchers thought that, okay, what we will do, one thing, we will just convert this neuron into a computer, like an artificial neuron, and we will call them ANNs, artificial neural networks. Okay, ANNs. Okay, artificial neurons. So what they did was they said that, okay, so first of all we need some inputs, so we'll give an input. Okay, we'll give an input. We need a nucleus where some computation is taking place. Okay, so these inputs will then get transferred to a particular neuron. Okay, where the computation will take place, and then you will get the output at the end. So we'll get the output at the end, and they call this as a neuron, an artificial neuron itself. Okay, or a unit. Okay, or a unit. Okay, and what they did was, okay, so for example some type of computation, some type of mathematical computation needs to apply right over here. So what we'll do is we will do a summation. Okay, so for example, if this is x1, this is x2, and there will be some weights assigned to it. I will be discussing about this tomorrow in detail. Right now I'm just saying an overview. Okay, there will be some weights assigned to it, and this. So if I'm doing this, you are able to see what is the linear equation. Here you are writing a linear equation in two variables. What is it? Okay, you will be writing ax1 plus or let's take x and y. So ax plus by plus c is equals to z. Okay, or 0. This is what you will be writing when you are writing a linear equation in two variables. Okay, the same thing they try to apply. So if I am getting two inputs, x1 and x2, then I should be able to get this linear equation when they are working. Okay, when they are working through this particular neuron. Okay, so they replaced the a with a weight called as w1. They replace the b with a weight called as w2. So whatever the value is, whatever the input is, it will get multiplied by w2. Whatever the input 1 is, it will get multiplied by w1. So x1 w1 plus x2 w2 plus a particular like side unit, okay, called as b, is the output that you will be getting. Okay, this is the output that you will be getting. Okay, so these are something that we'll be discussing tomorrow in depth. Okay, how the deep learning actually works, because yes, we will be using the deep. So tensorflow.js is nothing else but a library in JavaScript that does your deep learning stuff for you. So we need to understand deep learning in a lot of depth, and that would be the aim of tomorrow's class. Okay, so let me show you the attendance link for today. The attendance link is on the screen right now. As it's a YouTube video, I don't have to show it for a very long period of time. You can just scroll back and look at the attendance link. Okay. So, do you guys have any questions? We will be discussing about this tomorrow in depth. Like, I'm just telling an overview about the same so that tomorrow you don't find it like, okay, this is something new. Like, we can just like start off with, okay, I've already told you about deep learning. We'll just start off with the theoretical aspect tomorrow. Are you guys able to understand up till here? Please let me know, guys. If you have any question, please let me know. If you have any questions, guys, please let me know. Don't hesitate to ask questions. It's the only way how you learn. Yes, you can use CV using Python as well. See, think about neural networks as nothing else but like you are having a neurons in the brain. The same thing we have converted into an artificial neural network itself that uses mathematics instead of electrical signals. And that is what we are going to dive in depth from tomorrow. So you don't have to worry about the same. Okay. It will end in 7 days itself. We are going on time this time. Okay, so I don't restrain Netflix alongside the OYO Bootcamp. See, right now I'm not able to get enough time to give to the Netflix Bootcamp, but that's my personal guarantee that it would be over. Okay, it is just taking me some time. I'm not able to get enough time to complete it. Okay. So why does Flutter is in boom? Is that okay? We learn Flutter instead of Android development? No. If you don't learn Flutter, you want to learn something related to instead of Android development, then go further with React Native. Okay. Don't go further with Flutter. Flutter will die very soon. Uh, that is my personal opinion, by the way. Big companies won't be using Flutter to create their applications. They will be using pure Android development itself. Okay. If you're not able to solve CP questions, then what should we do? Do we have to see solution of it? Yes, of course. To learn something, if you're not able to do something, see the solution, understand the solution, wait for 2 days, do the question then. Okay. It shouldn't be that, okay, I've just read about something right now and then I'm writing the solution down. Okay. The TensorFlow is used in Python, right? No, TensorFlow is used in Python. It is used in Kotlin. It is used in JavaScript. It is being developed in Java as well. So yeah, you can use it in any particular way. Currently, we don't have any free cloud computing classes because just learning cloud computing is just like saying that I have ordered sushi and I will just be eating the meat. Like, what is the use of that? Nobody wants that. Okay, I want somebody who's able to design an entire product for me, not just one part of the product. Okay. No, don't use hacker rank. Start with the language. Start with DSA. Then go further with like lead code if you want to start with easy stuff. Okay, and then go back to code chef. Okay, and once you're doing great at code chef, then go with code forces so that you are like you don't always have to fly. So if you are doing good in code chef as well, you are thinking that I am the best. Start with code forces. You will just dig a hole in the ground and put your head inside of it. Okay. So please also create bootcamp on DSA or CP. Surely, I will take that into account as well. Can you tell how do we apply Python in artificial intelligence field? Whatever we are doing, we will have to code it. To code it, you have to use some language. One of the most famous language for that is Python. That's it. As simple as that. Okay. Uh, the attendance link is fine. Even if it shows day 2, don't worry about it. I will just check. Is it mandatory to have knowledge of both AI and ML if I'm looking my future in data science field? Yes, otherwise how are you looking your future in data science field? See, 47 people have already filled it. The attendance link is for day 3. I've already showed. It's working totally fine. So can I use Kotlin to learn Android dev? Sure, like Java or Kotlin are the two languages that you will be using there. For beginners, where should we practice for coding and CP? When you're just beginners and you don't know anything, then first start off with learning C++, then go with DSA. Once you have learned a bit of DSA, then go further with like something, maybe I would suggest lead code. That is a good platform to start off with. So how should I start for mobile application development? My suggestion would be go further with full stack. Okay, a lot more job opportunities. See, I understand that you have like, acha, I have the interest in this field and that field, but at the end of the day, it's more important to first get placed, and then you can just like explore what you like and don't like. If you are not able to get placed, then you are in deep shit, man. So you don't want to be that guy who is like, I know app development, but I don't have a job. Okay, like you have to first focus upon getting a job first of all. The easiest way to do that is either go with full stack. If you are able to do merge stack, cloud computing, and DevOps all together, that's great. You will easily be able to grab a good placement. And if not, then you can go further with like data science as well. Data science, and of course, along with both of them, you will have to do DSA CP. That is something that you will have to do. Okay, those who have missed the attendance link, sorry, there's nothing that can be done for you. Okay, so I don't think so there's any other questions available. So we'll meet tomorrow, guys, and we'll continue with the same. Okay. What should one learn after MERN stack? You should go further with cloud computing, especially in AWS, and then you should go further with DevOps concept, CI/CD, Jenkins. Go further with Dockerization, containerization, Kubernetes. These are the topics that you should focus upon. Okay, Darshan. Okay, if you are having dynamic link not found, that means you have made a spelling mistake. So just look at the spelling mistake. Okay, so thank you so much, guys. We'll meet tomorrow and we'll continue from there. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Thank you.